Hello everyone and welcome back to Coloring with Haley. I'm here today to do a completed book flip through of Asian Animals by Eclipse Art, Aja Quinnell. This is one of his color by number books in a traditional style, and I think you're all familiar with him. He has his color wheel back here, and this is a matte cover, and it's on the regular standard paper, by the way. But let's just get into it. This is probably one of my favorite ever color by number books. It was a gift from Misty, and I always tape the little pieces of paper that come inside on the book. And I've never colored a color wheel or guide in any of my color by number books because I'm too lazy for it. So right away, first we have this elephant page, and I loved this one, although this one's a little bit different than the other ones because the line art around the animal itself is so thick, and it's only this page that's like that. Don't know why, but I really like how it turned out because I feel like it makes the elephant really just pop off the page. All of these are very colorful and have like mandalas and paisleys and designs inside the animal, and I really like that style. But unfortunately, looking through his Amazon, this is the only one that he's kind of done in that style, so I wish he would do another one. I do have this red panda here, which is also really cute, and some of these are like realistic colors for the animal. Like this is what a red panda would be color-wise, and some of them are just like very fun, bright colors. So this book had kind of everything in it. Next was this cobra. This might be my favorite page in the book. Might. It's hard to say. I really liked a lot of the pages. But this cobra was very fun to color. I really like how it turned out. I love the scales and like the pink tree that he's climbing up. Then there is a panda, not to be confused with the red panda. Here he is, climbing the tree in the sun, and I like this one. I also feel like in this book, all of the animals kind of have their own unique color scheme. I don't feel like there was any animal that had the same color scheme as the other one, so I also really liked that because every page was just so different. A lot of them did have like a sky blue background, but that doesn't bother me so much. I said all the animals are so different, which is fun. Here's a tiger, and it was dark green, and like I said, I feel like this was like the only dark green animal in the book, the tiger in the bamboo forest. Love this one a lot. Then we did the lion, and he's brown, and you'll see some more brown animals, but it's different because his mane is red and green and purple, and I really actually like the background in this one being these arches. I think that's fun rather than just a regular sky. And also, I remember when I finished this page, I didn't know that there were lions in Asia because I was like, it's Asian animals, there's a lion, aren't those African? No, apparently there are like small endangered populations of lions, and I think it was Turkey and India, so you know, you learn something when you're coloring it, right? Next is this Komodo dragon. I also really like this one because he looks kind of like he's at a palace or a temple there with the background. This one's a lot of fun too, bright colors. Then we have the rhino. I also like this one a lot. He's in like a flower field, I assume. Again, with something a little bit different with all the backgrounds and the animals themselves. Then we have a camel. This might be like the only page of a camel I've ever colored or even seen in a coloring book. It's different for me. Then we have what I think is either the sun bear or the moon bear. They both look similar, and one of them has a long tongue and one of them doesn't. And I think it's the sun bear that has a long tongue, but this bear's tongue isn't out, so I couldn't tell you. But I do like this one a lot. I really liked how the leaves in the background looked. Some type of bird. I don't really know too much about birds. It kind of maybe looks like a pheasant or a quail. I'm not really sure. This is like one of the only pages too that actually had a spot that you left white. And then we have a fish, which is one of the last pages that I colored in this book. And I commented on the fish being confusing, and I still think it's a little confusing because I'm not sure where its face is totally, if this is its eye or that's its eye, and this is lips, or just this part is lips. I don't know. I have no idea. This was the only page that I looked at it, and I was like, I don't really know what's going on here. But yeah, it's a fish. And then the monkey on the cover, which I believe is called like a golden snub-nosed monkey. I looked it up. It does have like a purplish face. Next up we have this heron or crane. Since this is Asian animals, this is probably supposed to be like, you know, the Japanese crane that you see in TV and movies. I don't know, they might have herons in Asia too. I mean, I'm sure they do. I just don't know too much about birds. But I liked the background of this one because it wasn't so blue heavy. It was like green and brown instead. And then we have a bat. I also really, really love this page. And when I was coloring it, I thought that it was going to be flying over a bunch of rainbows. But they're not quite rainbow, but I do really like how they turned out. And I also really like the more muted tones on the bat. I think that's a lot of fun. And then we also have this cow, which I really like the little flowers in the background on this one. And I also really like the colors of the cow. Then we have, okay, see, this is the other one. This is either the sun bear or the moon bear. I think the other one is the sun bear, so this is the moon bear. They look very similar in real life. They're both like black bears with like a white spot on their chest. And like I said, one of them has a long tongue, one of them doesn't. Don't exactly totally remember. I think this is the moon bear. But he looks super cool with his purple and black stripes. I really like how this one turned out. Then we have this leopard, I believe, because jaguar is South America, cheetah is African, so I believe this would be a leopard. Really love how this one turned out. This is another one where the animal is kind of like actually, you know, aside from the blue, like it's real colors like the snake and the red panda. So I really like how this one turned out. In this book, you do have to color in the black. It isn't already colored in for you, but that doesn't bother me because I always have so many solid black markers that I never do anything with. Especially Sharpies, because you like get a black in every set. Next I have the pangolin or pangolian. I'm not totally sure how to pronounce it. It is a species of like anteater, and it kind of has big scales, and it's going extinct in its hometown of China. I don't know why I said hometown, because China's a country, and it's home country of China because they hunt it there. Because it's very prized, but he looks really cool. And his scales remind me of leaves, like on a tree in autumn, the colors of them and everything. I really like this page. And then last but not least, this is the other page that is like my contender for my favorite page, is this blue hyena. I just love the colors on it. I think it's the only blue animal in the book. I like that he's standing in, I don't know what this is, poppy field maybe. I like the pink sky with these like paisley designs on it. This one was also a page that I just really, really loved doing, and I love how it looks finished. So yeah, it's hard to say. It's either this page or the snake that are my favorite. Let's look at the snake again, actually. Yeah, it's really hard for me to say. I think this book would have to be a tie for my favorite page because I just love both of them. But yeah, that is Asian Animals by A.J. Quinnell, and it was on the regular paper, not premium. Again, really like his books for the simple color palette, 24 colors plus white, and his pages always turn out fantastic. I think he makes good choices for the colors. They're always something different. It's never the same. Yeah, like one of my favorite color by number artists out there right now. Thank you guys so much for watching.